This is the story of how I was stalked, and my coworker was stalked even worse. Two totally different men working in different departments. I'm a kind of short female who is very kind, and I love making friends. I met my coworker, who I'll call Jazzy, for safety reasons, during orientation. Jazzy is the same as me, and we are around the same age, so we became friends fast. That first week was sitting in the computer room doing classes on how to perform our jobs. She had paint and I had cashier. When our training ended, we got to meet our new coworkers. I made friends with all the cashiers until I met this guy I will call Ben. Ben was mostly quiet, his hair slicked back. Some people told me they didn't talk to him because his appearance creeps us out. That is so mean, I thought. I hate when people bully someone because of their looks. I started talking to him to show him kindness. He seemed to be kind, just a little awkward, but nice. Meanwhile, my friend Jazzy started making friends as well. She was friends with a guy I'll call Jerry. He's a pretty cool guy and a hard worker, and then she met this guy we will call Mac. Mac is 37 and Jazzy is 23, but the age difference didn't stop her from making friends. Sometimes Jazzy and I can catch each other on lunch and talk about our days and the people we met. But for a while, we could only see each other once in a blue moon during work, and I had been busy at home as well. So we just didn't talk for a while, so we both didn't know what happened to each other. So during work, I did the normal cashier businesses and talked to coworkers when business died down. But after a while, things started getting weird. Ben would go out of his way to work next to me and say odd things to me and walk away. In my head, I was thinking, he's just being nice. But for some reason, I couldn't shake a feeling of fear. The garden section opened, and I was often sent out to work the register, which was nice because the garden was quiet and only a few customers a day would shop. Ben started coming out to the garden section on his breaks just to be near me. This weirded me out. But more so because I had a boyfriend, and Ben knew that and has even met my boyfriend when my boyfriend brought my lunch to me. I also talked about my boyfriend all the time. Ben would ask questions. He made a remark about my boyfriend's weight. He's a fat guy, but that doesn't bother me. I told Ben about me meeting my boyfriend through online gaming, and that I fell for his personality and didn't care what he looked like. I just wanted to be with him. Ben replied, "Oh," then awkwardly walked away. 2 weeks went by of him randomly showing up, following me around the store and saying weird stuff to me. I did my best when leaving to avoid him so he didn't know what car I drove. I dreaded seeing his name on the schedule. One day he walked up to me and said, "I love you," then walked off. That actually scared me. I took my break early and ran to the break room in a full-on panic attack. Lucky for me, my manager was there, and she asked me, "Are you okay?" I then told her what happened, and she said, "Oh no, he's done this before to someone. I'm going to bring it up to Josh," the main manager of the Home Depot. I said, "I don't want to cost him his job." "Don't worry, we'll just give him a warning and he should stop." Well, okay. After his talking to, he completely left me alone, and that was that. I can't say the same for Jazzy. I had a day I was free and went to Jazzy's house to talk to her. She told me about Mac and how his stalking is ruining work for her. Mac started out as a cool friend to Jazzy. He helped her out when she needed a ride to work and helped her out with food. Then things got way too creepy. One day, Mac was hanging with Jazzy and her friends at her apartment, drinking and having fun. Jazzy said she had a bit too much to drink, but was still in control. Mac was having a conversation with her and then tried to kiss her. She shoved him away. Then her friends, including our mutual friend Jerry, kicked Mac out of the house. Later, Mac would follow her around at work, talk to her, apologize to her, but she wouldn't have it. Jazzy reported Mac for stalking her at work, but that didn't stop him. Even after the warnings, he still stalked her. Jerry would have to take Jazzy home just to protect her. Mac would sometimes be waiting outside her apartment, and Jerry would make him leave. But it gets creepier. Jazzy was in her apartment alone, on the phone, talking about how much she's craving sour Skittles, but is feeling too lazy to go out and get some. After her conversations, she sat at her computer going through Facebook when she heard a knock on the door. She looked through the peephole and saw nobody. She opened the door to find a soda and a bag of Skittles. She slammed the door shut, locked it, and called the cops. "What the actual hell?" I said to her. "I'm so sorry that happened to you." She replied, "I'm fine. Tomorrow I'm putting in my 2 weeks' notice, and I'm filing a restraining order on Mac. I'm about to start work at this new place I'll be making a lot of money at."